Hello.
Make sure my mic is on. Make sure I'm on. Everything is on. That would be good for everybody.
Yep.
I'm recording. That's good. Yes. Okay. We're doing it. Wow. Hello, everybody. It's Erin.
And Nicole. This
Welcome.
is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Welcome, welcome. This is a podcast about things that are fucked up.
We love to hear it. We love to see it.
We love to hear it. We love to see it. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
We're just taking a deep breath. We're taking a step back. We're just going to shoot the shit and have a fun time.
Yes. We're going to be very chilled out this episode. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's have fun. Let's hang out, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Get yourself
hang out.
Get yourself a cocktail or a hot chocolate or a joint or whatever you want. Just
a bubbly water.
A
bowl of ice cream. Move into foods. We can move into foods now. Get yourself a brownie. Get yourself some salty pretzels.
How about that leftover turkey drumstick, you know?
Yes. Turkey pie. Did someone make... What about regular pie? Is there any of that left? Probably not by now, but... We don't know. Maybe make a second pie. And now it's for just you.
That's right. It's a holiday pie. It's not even a specific holiday in itself. It's just like, here's pie during the holidays.
Yes, and it's like you can make it whatever flavor you want because there's zero expectations to fit into a box. You know what I mean? It's like, make your pie how you want to make your pie.
That's how this Thanksgiving is.
It is, yeah.
I think for me, it's just like, we're going to do all the classics, all the hits, but still, you know, it's just like...
But, like, if one of them doesn't work out or, like, you run out of time or, like, tomorrow you don't feel like it, you don't have to.
Exactly.
No one's counting on that. That's the hard part of Thanksgiving. It's like everybody needs their favorite dish, so it's everyone has their dish that's like special to them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so then you end up with way too many things, and it's like
no. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Well, before we get into all that, what is happening? What is the biz for this week?
Okay, quick biz. I just want to plug a new podcast real quick. Okay, we know we have 2 runoff elections happening in Georgia. They're very important.
Very important.
So important. Stacey Abrams has been a big part of mobilizing people in the state of Georgia, especially since the 2018 midterms. But even before that, there have been so many organizations that are on the ground doing the most, registering voters, getting out, getting people to the polls, educating people, meeting with people. There's a lot going on in Georgia, and there's been a lot going on in Georgia, which is why it actually turned blue, purpley blue. So anyway, there's a podcast I'm volunteering. I'm helping do some social meds for a podcast.
Amazing. Oh my God.
It's so fun. This literally just happened today. It's going to be so much work for the next 9 weeks, but whatever. It's cool, and I feel like I'm doing something important. So it's called Ground Game Georgia. It's at Ground Game Pod on Twitter and Instagram.
All the social meds. Get it.
All the social meds. Go check it out. Follow it. Watch the trailer. The first episode comes out on December 2nd. So it's not out yet, but there's a trailer. It's so good. There's 2 hosts. I forget their names. Literally, I'm just like flying by the seat of my pants learning this as I go. But I'm very excited for the podcast. The trailer gave me chills. It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah. And the best thing about this podcast is like each one is going to be speaking with actual activists on the ground in Georgia who are like part of these organizations and doing the most. And then as a part of like every episode, takeaways on action items, how you can help support everything that's going on.
I love this. This is amazing. Yes. Everybody follow at Ground Game Pod right now. Yeah. Check out, if you haven't read about Georgia and how important these runoffs are, please give it a quick Google, if you will. Yeah. And see what's going on because it's very important.
I mean, also like a cool thing about this election is like what happened in Georgia is going to influence like how we campaign in the future, and it's a best in case, like, it's a best practice now moving forward. Like, people are going to be studying this to be like, what worked? How do we do this again in other states where it wasn't close or we weren't able to flip seats or whatever? You know, it's like, it's so cool and it's very exciting. And it's also a very funny podcast. Both the people that host it are very funny.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm super excited.
I'm so proud of you for getting involved with that. Thanks. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
It literally was just like almost a mistake. And then someone reached out. It was like, honestly, I was just like consulting about podcasting with a friend of my former boss who is like a very high up boss of mine, who's like a really nice, cool guy. And I was just like doing it as a favor. And then I helped this person out. And then today they're like, hey, and I knew this was going to happen, but they're like, hey, your old boss said, like, actually, maybe we should like bring you on to do some stuff, like to do some like work for us, maybe social media. And I was like, amazing. Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Yes.
They said some very nice things. And I was like, that's all you have to say to get me to do it.
Absolutely, I will.
Yeah.
Go on a little bit more, but okay, I'll do it.
I'm already in, but like, what if I wasn't? What else would you say to convince me? Like, what other flattery would you use?
I love it. Oh my God, that's so exciting.
So fun, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also,
get those Sinterklaas poems.
Yes.
And we'd love to see it. Also, any like stories, they can be holiday centric. That'd be cool. Or whatever, you know, just send us anything, and we're going to compile a great holiday episode for you guys based on the Sinterklaas poems you send, the stories you send. It's going to be super fun.
Our Sinterklaas poems.
It's going to be so much fun.
The ones we've already gotten to, P.S., are like chef's kiss.
Ugh.
It is
love.
Incredible. Excuse me.
All right. Anything fucked up for you this week?
No, I guess just now I was like on Twitch and doing my thing, and I was like, on Wednesdays I play like point and click games, and they're like, this one I'm playing is like really hard, and so then I just like got frustrated and I couldn't figure out what to do next. But then some people were just like in there chatting with me, and then we just ended up watching like videos of like all the greatest internet hits, like where that lady in white pants shits herself. She's like a reporter. And then it got grandma, of course. And then
absolutely. Had they seen it?
It got grandma? I don't know, but I was laughing so hard. I was like crying. And then someone brought up this video of, I think it's like people eating, like Norwegian, some sort of like very stinky.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know this?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the grossest thing on the planet that you could eat. It's like some fermented, like whale blubber or some shit. Yeah.
Like the guy barely gets the can opener. He just like it like just like barely releases the air in the container, and they're already liquid like vomits coming out of their mouths. And then they just keep doing it, and they're laughing, and the person filming it's laughing, and so it's fun, and it's not that gross, but like it was wild. And
why are people, you know?
Yeah, why are people? I know, but the best part.
How are we still on this planet? Like, it's truly astounding.
I know, but the best part is they're on a boat, so there's like not that much space, and all the windows I think are open, but still it's like really fucking them up. And the one guy at one point just grabs the lamp off the ceiling, rips the lamp out of the ceiling and pukes in it, but there's a hole in it.
Yes. That makes sense.
That's so good. It was gross.
Why? Why not just puke off the side of the boat?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, clearly it's like for entertainment, I would imagine. But it was still fun, and I was like crying.
Amazing.
It was a good time. What about you? What's your fucked up this week?
All right, I got two things. So first of all, I had my first mammogram today.
No.
Yes.
Was it the worst?
No, it wasn't even that bad. Like,
everyone always says how bad it is.
No. It's like, okay, first of all, it's just like, it literally is not bad. I have had the level of like poked and prodded I've been.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had needles shoved into my pee hole. So I'm like, I'm fine. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my
like,
God.
So first of all, it was not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, but it was so embarrassing because like the technician, she was like this older woman and she's just like been doing it a million years, you can tell.
Oh my God.
And I have like, on my right side, I have like armpit boob fat, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, this one's going to be easy. We're going to get your, like, because they not only like squish your boob, like just like on the thing, they also like make you go like sideways so they get the side of your titty and your armpit like fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like part of your breast tissue is like going up into your armpit. So
yeah.
She's like, oh, this one will be easy. And sure enough, it was. And because I had a lot to grab. And then the other side though is fine. You know, I don't have the same.
It's the leaner one though.
Yeah, I don't have the same like titty bulge in my armpit as I do on my right side, on my left side. So she's like trying to finagle my body in this fucking mammogram machine. And it was like, I was just like, I don't know how you want my body to like contort. I have to like look up in the sky, put my arm across this thing. It was so I was just like, and then like she's, you know, I have our masks on, but she's like in my shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
She was sweet. And I was just like, it was not uncomfortable. It was on the level of discomfort. For me, it was like a 3. So.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
I've like had more uncomfortable like dentists. Like I've had more uncomfortable car washes, you know, like it's like nothing. This is nothing. It's fine. Nobody be afraid of this. It's okay. You can do it.
Okay.
If you like, don't let that shit make you feel weird or scared.
How long did the whole thing take?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, amazing. And
10, 15 minutes. Yeah, if that. I don't know.
I feel like the day before Thanksgiving's good because it's perfect timing for mashed potatoes.
It almost happened again. I almost did it.
I needed to get it out sooner.
I almost did a wine spit take. It almost happened.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It almost came out of my eyeball, I think.
I was like, how do I work this in? It's too fun. Oh wow, 10 minutes. Yeah, easy.
Not bad. So if you have to have you know, any kind of thing with your titties, like if you have to get like a ultrasound or a mammogram or even a biopsy. I've had a biopsy done to my titty before.
Yeah.
Like a needle aspiration situation. So this is nothing. It's no big deal. Don't let it scare you.
You had to do it because you have a history, like your family has a history. Yeah, so you get it earlier.
And I've like had some issues in the past with like lumps, and then like since I had, you know, Jack, like my boobs have been so weird, and like I've naturally very fibrous boobies, which I think a lot of people do. So it's just like I brought it up to my doctor at my annual well woman exam, and she's like, let's just like get you a mammogram. Like let's just do it.
So nice.
Yeah. She's just like very, like she knew I was not one to be fucked with. Like I advocate for myself. I say, I tell all the things. I give my full history. I tell her the story of my life because that's what you should be doing in your doctor's office when you talk about your titties and your coochie and your butthole. You tell them everything.
What's up?
Who cares? They've heard it all. They know
They've heard it all. They've seen it all. They're not embarrassed. This is their job. They don't give a shit. It's just another butthole to them. You know what I mean? They're just like.
They're like, oh, bitch, you got 2 buttholes? Great.
What else? Like, they're like, more the merrier.
Yeah. So
they're like, great, I got 2 hands. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
I remember being at the I guess it's a proctologist for the first time. I forget why. Oh, I guess because I had to get a colonoscopy or something, and like I don't know, it was like a weird situation. And then she's like, "Well, while you're here, do you want an anal exam?" And I was like, "I guess." Like I
I don't want that, but like if I might as well.
Although I will say, I think she was very rough up there, and after that appointment, I remember like noticing I had hemorrhoids.
Oh, she must have
I think she triggered one. It was like a hemquake. And then it was like so rough up there. And then suddenly they all resituated.
It's like the fault line was
disturbed.
Yeah.
It was like, the fault line was disturbed and things shifted. And then now it's like, great.
What are you going to do? It was an assquake.
It was an assquake.
Okay. And then my second fucked up of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Thanksgiving this year, obviously we're gonna be apart from family and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just us, and so we're doing like an Iron Chef challenge with my mom and my aunt and my cousins and stuff.
Oh my god!
So we each got like, first of all, we're doing a virtual escape room. Ugh, did not know that was the thing that we could do. I am psyched.
So fun.
So fun. Then we're doing this Iron Chef challenge where we have to make either an appetizer or a dessert with an assigned weird ingredient. So, but like a common ingredient, but used in a way that's like not necessarily meant.
Because it's like, Chopped always has like a weird ingredient.
Yeah, exactly. So my assignment was, so we each family member assigns another family member that's participating a ingredient and designates what dish it should be. Great. So mine is pickles and dessert.
Oh.
So I already did it. I figured out what to do. I made an entire fucking bundt cake. A bundt cake with...
A bundt?
A bundt. It was a bundt cake. I had a bibopsy. Well, so I made this bundt cake with pickles and pineapple.
Oh, yes.
So I think the like
sweet and salty,
and like vinegar will like cancel itself out as you bake it. So I don't know what it tastes like. I made it ahead of time. I made it today, so we're gonna eat it tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And like I don't know how we're judging this because we're apart.
Yeah.
But.
Well, everyone didn't have the same ingredient. What did you give to someone?
So I was assigned, I got my Aunt Sandy, and I assigned her rice, noodles, and dessert.
Ooh.
So, because my cousin Alex she has like a lot of allergies, and I knew like a rice product would be like easy.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do with rice noodles? Like, that's so random. And it also has to be, like, an ingredient you can get from the grocery store easily.
Yeah.
That,
rice noodles, I feel like you could fry. You could fry them into little nests or something and do something fun with that.
Or like a kugel or a... Or even, like, I would do, like, a coconut-based, like...
Ooh.
Pudding or something, like where you chop up. I don't know,
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
who's to say? Like make like a rice pudding or something. I don't know.
That sounds really good.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what everybody did, and I can't wait. And I'm very excited to try this pickle cake that I made.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me how it is.
I'll post the recipe if it's good. If it sucks, I will not.
Well, also, it's like if it's good, but it has to be really good because I feel like most people aren't just going to like run out to make that,
Oh, no. Yeah. I was like, I got like a jar of kosher dill pickles.
Yeah.
And I had to cut the skins off of the dill pickles because they're kind of tough and you don't want like, I don't know. You don't
weird
want
parts.
Yeah. So I cut them up. I cut off the skin and I put it in a food processor to like make the like consistency really like, and there was also applesauce in the recipe, so it was like same consistency, and I think it's very moist, so we'll see.
Is skinning a pickle a thing? Is that a sexual thing?
It can be.
Have you ever skinned a pickle?
You know I have, bitch.
When am I not skinning pickles?
That's right. Well, those are the fucked ups of the week. Shall we do our mailbag questions?
Let's do it. Love it.
Oh my God, you guys. We got some really good questions from the people on the internet. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, first question. Do you believe in life after love?
Do you believe in life after love?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh my God. I should say too, we aren't attributing these to anyone, but we know you and see you who these came from, but we didn't ask your permission or anything, so
I feel like I can guess who that first question came from. Maybe not.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. It's from a very funny person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, are we going to answer it seriously, or is that just for fun?
I mean, I guess, of course I believe in life after love.
I believe in Cher.
I believe in Cher. My dad loves Cher. She's an icon in my household. So yes. Yeah, life after love. I assume obviously this is a question about heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah.
About having a great love and then it being over.
Oh yeah. You gotta believe.
And like the saying goes, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Yeah.
I believe that's true.
I believe that's true.
I believe in life after love.
I think I think humans are like so resilient, and I'm not like a one soulmate type person. Like I think we connect with so many different people, and we throughout our lives, and we have like connections to these people forever. Like, you know, and you grow apart, or maybe you don't, but I just feel like, yeah, I think you could find it again. I think that's the life after love, you know?
Absolutely.
So I believe in love after love.
I believe in love after love, and I believe like you become a new person. Every experience you go through, everything that you love, especially because sometimes the love doesn't last.
Yeah.
And then what's left? You.
Yeah.
As an individual, you are allowed to make your own life and do your own thing, but it also informs who you are as that person that goes down later on in life, you know, like goes down the road later on in life after that beautiful love affair or that beautiful 6-year relationship or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
You've got this.
Yes.
Next question. What's y'all's sexualities?
Ooh. I think I'm a straight lady. I mean, I'm not I've never had relationships with anyone outside of men, but I definitely find women attractive. And I think it's like a Kinsey scale type thing. I've never done it with a lady. I've kissed with a lady on the mouth once, but it was more like a college thing. And we were at a party and I wanted attention.
I love how honest you are, honestly. Honesty.
I mean, like, I'm not going to pretend it was like, no, she was honestly annoying. And I'm not friends with her anymore. But she did introduce me to Pete. So she played a special part in my life story.
Cool.
Anyway.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've never, I haven't, like, had sex with a lady.
Same. I mean, I definitely, like, I love women so much. It took me a really, like, long time to realize, like, that I do.
Yeah.
Like, not only, like, love women, like, friendship-wise, but just, like, in, like, very, like, deep spiritual.
As a thing? Yeah.
Sexually. Yeah. And I'm, like, I am totally, like, open to that. But, like, I'm married now. So, like, that ship has sailed. But, like, I think if I was, like, still, like, single and stuff, like, I would certainly be open to dating women.
Yeah, I think it comes like, I don't think I would have been there in my mind earlier in my life, I think I had like very rigid ideas of what like being gay was and being bisexual. And I just was like, well, that's not me. But now in my older age, my wiser age, which I will not say, but if you do your due diligence on this podcast, you'll know.
You can figure it out. Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh no, I do think like you can have an open mind to the point where you fall in love with a person and not a type of person, I guess. But then there is like attraction and stuff that comes into it. So yeah, I don't know. I think like yes, I'm even trying to think like of that new holiday movie that just came out today on Hulu. Like yes, and probably in a situation as much as I think I don't like Kristen Stewart, I think I do. And that's the thing that like makes me not like her because I'm like I don't like her, but it's just because I'm uncomfortable. Her. Yeah, it's like an uncomfortable thing, but it's like no, I think I like her.
I really like her. Yeah,
I know. I'm like okay, like, what?
And that's scary. It's not scary. It's just
uncomfortable.
Like, it's uncomfortable when you have the realization, like, okay, I am,
like maybe I would.
I am not 100% straight. Let us all just like know that. Be comfortable in that reality. So
100%. I'm not and I also think it's like a weird like. No, I'm not bisexual because that's not the life I live. And I would never claim that because that is its own thing for people. And I want to like respect that and stuff. But like my attraction is all over the place. And I think there is something, I can't think of the word. I keep wanting to say ambidextrous. It's not that.
Pansexual?
No, it's like when someone looks like both feminine and masculine.
Oh, no. No.
Ambidextrous.
I almost said ambidextrous. Androgynous.
Androgynous. Yes. I'm all about that.
Love androgyny.
I fucking love it. I love it on both sides. I love when you know, like a woman kind of plays into the masculine side a bit, but like still experiments with makeup. I love when men play into the feminine side a bit and experiment with makeup. And like maybe they have like long hair and a mustache like JVN. I'm like, yeah, I like it. I
love humans. I
love humans. I love attractive, sexy people.
I love unconventional looks. I love all bodies and shapes and sizes and like everything. I love it all. But I mean, I was raised not in a conservative household, so there's no like rigid things about sexuality or religion or anything.
I don't know what can't tell you what my sexuality is besides I think just heterosexual, but
I just feel very free, but I mean I am in a very happy and loving and respectful marriage that is not open. I'm in a very, conventional, loving and monogamous relationship, but if I would have had the confidence and realization that I have now,
like sooner,
who knows? But I would probably still at the end of the day, fell in love with and married DJ.
Yeah,
of all the people in
the world, honestly,
no matter what.
I think I was still, it's so weird because it's like, I've like turned off that part of my brain where it's like, I'm never trolling for, I'm never like looking for other people, but like trying to think back to when I was like lusting after people, it was dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like what gave me butterflies and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, if I was single now, who knows? Especially, I don't know, like it's just such a different time. And I think people like each generation is gonna continue to be more open, obviously like more accepting, but maybe more open with their sexuality earlier.
Totally,
and like
totally.
It's gonna be cool.
Okay.
Wow,
that was a very, very deep convo about a single question. So I guess that's the answer. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Did you ever, the next question, did you ever get in trouble together as kids, pranks, etc.?
No, but I didn't get in trouble.
Together, we were both very much rule followers, and we were afraid of getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But this one time at my house, we had a sleepover with one of our friends, and we were being so silly. And we were like outside of my house, like, okay, it was like when Blair Witch Project came out. So we were like, right? Isn't that what we were trying to do? We were like being so dumb.
We were like faking, but we were like running around being like, I'm so scared. Like running around your yard.
Yeah, and we live in a fucking forest, so we're just like in the trees and like crunching around and laughing and giggling and shrieking as teenage girls are wont to do. Yeah. And I had a neighbor that lived like on the street, like on the same street, but she was like on the house is like on a hill kind of. Yeah. And so sound travels up. And so they thought we were like trying to like prank them or something. It was really weird.
Like we were in their yard or something and we weren't.
Yeah. And so they called the police, I think. And
I don't even remember this.
So we had already like packed it up and gone to bed, I think. And we were like whispering in my room, and like the cops came and knocked on the door, and my mom and dad answered the door, and they were like, yeah. And they're like, is somebody like pranking something? And my mom's like, no, what the fuck? And I was like, I got fucking videotape of it because we were running around with like an old ass like 80s camcorder. Okay, that was.
And our friend had ace bandages. Did our friend have ace bandages on her head? Because I do remember laughing.
We were just being stupid, you know?
Yeah. I remember laughing on your deck because I think she was doing like the dance from the Backstreet's Back video because there's a mummy in it.
I think you're right. But we were just like in our own little world.
Yeah.
And we definitely would never, we were fucking
we weren't
nerds
fucking with anyone. Yeah.
So that was like, I think the extent of us getting in trouble together. Like we were always like very good, and in school we like went to school, did our shit, went home, you know, and then had our fun. And I think that's it. Like that was.
I think that's it.
If we separately though, I think I've gotten in plenty of trouble on my own.
Yeah, you got in trouble. I was not ever there for that.
Actually, I didn't get in that much trouble because I always got away with shit because I was such a terrorist, but I was a really good liar. And I was always like very sneaky, so I was like doing crazy shit, and
you didn't even get in trouble for half of it.
Nope.
But you did get in, like your mom. You got in trouble with your mom and stuff.
Oh my god, my mom has the nose of a fucking like bloodhound, and she always knew when I was like smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, drinking. Like she could just smell it on my breath.
Dude, that's like me. We'll have this like window open in the evenings, and I'll be like, someone's smoking, shut the window. Yeah. Like I can smell it.
I totally inherited that. I can find any kind, whatever. I can like differentiate the types of shit in the world. I could differentiate the types of fires in the world. Like that's a paper fire. That's kindling. That's a house on fire.
Oh my God.
That's a forest fire. That's just a regular backyard fucking fire. That's a barbecue. Whatever. Like,
that's a barbecue. That's someone smoking ribs. Someone smoking marijuana.
That is, I would say 70% lean ground beef. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, someone asked if we could do a collab episode with And That's Why We Drink, which that'd be very fun. Mm-hmm. We talked about it like very, very long time ago. Christine and I talked about it. But I don't know. Maybe we could see. Yeah. I mean, it'd be super fun. I feel like they're very busy. Christine's very busy.
Yeah.
Especially. She hosts multiple podcasts.
Yeah. She has like 3 podcasts or something. Oh my God.
Yeah. She's all, but yeah, maybe it could happen. We don't know.
I had such a wonderful memory of hanging out with them.
Yeah.
During, what was it? It was last Christmas?
It was the beginning of this year, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh my God. I don't remember, but we went over to Christine's house and we had so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was so lovely to meet them in person. Like, you know Christine.
I know Christine, yeah.
Yeah, and meeting Em was so wonderful. And we had a blast chatting and hanging and listening to music. And
it was so fun.
It was great, yeah.
Oh, that was I really do think that's like the last social event. Well, I don't know when that was, but it feels like it was the last social event I went to for some reason.
I know.
Especially one where I didn't know everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then we when we left, we were I think Shoop came on and we both like obviously had to stop. We like threw our bags down as we're walking out the door.
We were like reaching for the door, and then we're like, wait. Yeah, hang on, we got to break it down.
And we did some serious lip syncing and dancing, and then we left. And
we broke it down. Yeah,
it was good. So I mean, that's the only collab we've ever done with them, but we are open, and
we're open. Yeah. If it happens just organically, that'd be great. Yeah. What is the one thing that never fails to make you laugh?
Oh, gosh. I mean, farts are always funny.
That's pretty much my answer.
I I'll be 95 years old and I'll laugh at myself for farting. Like, there's nothing funnier to me.
Yeah. I was rewatching yesterday and I rewatched this 3 times, but mostly just this part. The was it the Best Christmas Ever sketch from SNL with Matt Damon and Cecily Strong, where they're like the married couple and it's late at night and they're like rehashing the day and they're just like, was today like the best Christmas ever? And they're like, it was. Like, from the second I woke up, I just had a smile on my face. And then it's like all these hard cuts where it's like the kids are just terrorizing them at like 4 a.m., trying to get them to wake up because it's Christmas morning. And then it just goes throughout the day. And there's a part where I think it's Beck Bennett plays the dad and he's in like old people makeup and he gets up from the couch while the kids are flossing. And Matt Damon and Beck Bennett are like watching the kids, and then Beck Bennett gets up and like farts, and it's right in Matt Damon's face, and he's like, and he's just like, his act, like, it's a good fart sound, first of all. It's just like a very rounded, like, like it's just like very like quick but strong. And then Matt Damon's acting, obviously, he's like a world-class actor, he's like, I just snotted out of my nose. When I tell you I watched this 3 times yesterday.
I'm going to watch it after we are done with this.
He's like, and there's other beautiful just moments in that sketch. It's so good. It's so funny. And it's just like, oh yeah, everybody knows this thing where you're just like, yeah, wasn't it perfect? And you're not remembering what it was actually like. Even though it was like 4 hours ago.
Yes.
So yeah, farts 100%.
Yeah, I can't think of anything specifically fart centric, but like just generally farts. And like, I mean, it's honestly toilet humor.
Yeah.
I'm a simple gal. Like,
same. Yeah. Pee, not that funny to me.
No.
But poop, farts, diarrhea, anything out of the butt, I'm there. Oh,
yeah.
And a queef
I don't want to see it, but I Just, okay, you know that Vanity Fair article that came out about Ivanka Trump's, one of her former best friends?
How she blamed her.
Okay, I read that whole entire article, and that fucking, okay, this girl, or this woman who is friends with Ivanka when they were, like...
When they were girls.
When they were girls, when they were in high school together, like, in a private, exclusive, you know, whatever.
Rich people school,
Rich people school. Her earliest memory with Ivanka Trump is Ivanka blaming a fart on somebody else.
Like a poorer person.
Yeah, she was just like, wasn't me, it was her. Yeah, it was like, that is her earliest memory. And I was wheezing. I was like, this, like, and like the whole article is extremely damning, and there's like some very sophisticated, like, you know, turns of phrase and stuff. But then this fucking line comes out of the blue midway through the article, and it's just so delicious.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
tasty.
It is so good. And I just reread it, sent like a screenshot of it to everyone I knew who would appreciate it. So that, yes, farts.
So
always.
good. Also, this just made me remember that the like Instagram or TikTok video of the lady who's on a video chat, and her husband walks in the room, or someone walks in the room and farts, and she goes, like, I'm on a call. It's so good.
It's so good. Oh my God. It's always funny. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh my God. My brother today told me he's just been crop dusting people.
I mean, that is the answer to people not wearing masks.
Yes. And fuck you if you're not wearing a mask and you smell this. You deserve it. Also, he was like, yeah, I do it because, yeah, they probably can't smell it. And also, they can't see my face, like, tense up when I, like, force it out.
Oh, my God.
He's the fucking masked bandit. He's just, like, tooting all over the place.
Stinky bandit.
Yeah, the stinky bandit. And then he thought I said something, because right before he told me that, he was like, you should take fish pills. I forget why. And I was like, oh no, the burps would be gross.
Oh, fish.
Like fish oil.
Fish oil, yeah.
Yeah, I forget why, for like my bones or something. I don't know. We were talking about being old. And then he's like, you should take fish oil pills. And I go, no, I think no, I'd burp and it's gross. And he's like, no. And then I said, no, that would I was like, I'm not, or something. I said, no, that'll make me throw up. But he thought I was talking about his farts.
Oh. And
he was like, oh, what? Who cares? Like, you probably wouldn't smell it anyway. And I'm like, you can do whatever you want with your farts. I don't need to, like, I was talking about the fish oil pills. Like, I'm not there for any of them. So it's like, I don't care. God.
Go forth and fart free.
Like, I'm just policing his farts. I'm like, what must he think of me? Just like second mom all the time. Just like,
yeah.
You really shouldn't be farting in public. Like, no, I don't give a shit.
Literally, I think people should be farting more in public.
Yeah.
To like, just to stick it to people that are anti-maskers.
I might start. Like, what are things you can do that are, like, not obvious? My mom said she sneezes, and I'm like, don't do that. You'll get punched in the face.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like, just step in dog shit whenever you want, Like,
you should have a specific pair of shoes that just have, like, really deep tread, and then just, like, dog shit, your own shit, cat shit, whatever. But, like, very potent, and then just, like, shove it in there.
Or just like bring like the fart spray everywhere you go, and just good. Like
and then sneeze and go achoo, but like spray it,
and just get those like anti-maskers to mask up.
Fucking stink bomb them.
That is the most American thing you can do right now.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Next question.
Okay.
Can you make your theme song a ringtone?
Oh, I don't know how to do that, but
I mean, we'll look into it. We'll look into it.
I did see the comedian Naomi Ekperigin just did I think it was like a song she wrote, like "Bye Bitch" or whatever, when Biden won the election. It's very funny. She's like telling everyone "Bye Bitch," like Ivanka Trump, "Bye Bitch," Donald, whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny. And she made it into a ringtone. And then people bought it, and then she donated the money.
Amazing.
Yeah. P.S. Don't sleep on her. She is an amazing comedian.
I follow her. Yeah.
Yeah,
she's great.
so funny. Okay.
How did you meet? The next question is, how did you meet? How long did it take you to realize you both like weird shit?
Well, we'll keep the "how did we meet" part short because I think we've talked about this maybe a few times, but we just met in middle school, just like through friends.
Yeah. Like, and then we grew up in a small town, so like there was, everybody, and we had like a group of friends in middle school that
Yeah, and then I would say we became close friends freshman year of high school. We were on drill team together. So that's like where we probably started our hanging out.
Yeah.
Yep. How long did it take you to realize that I liked weird shit?
I mean, I think that was that developed as we matured and became more worldly in our own right.
Agree. It was I quickly knew you were funny.
I knew you were funny.
Yeah. So I think that was early, but then I guess all the weird stuff we like talking about, I don't know. I don't even know.
I think honestly, my dad at some point was like, you two are like a kindred spirit. You two feed off of each other in a way that is so crazy, but also very fun, and he's like, it's so fun to just hear you guys talk. And my mom says the same thing. She's like, I just sit in the other room and listen to you guys talk about whatever weird shit, and it's so funny.
Oh my god.
And I mean, that is honestly the first, and this is years and years ago when we were in high school probably.
Yeah.
And I think we just kind of developed a sensibility that was a little gross and weird on our own, but also realizing we are of the same ilk in a lot of ways. We knew we were comfortable talking to each other about farts and poop and offensive things that that you talk about with your friends all the time. But maybe I don't know what kind of friends y'all have, but I hope you can talk to your good friends about that.
Yeah. I think I know when it was for me.
Okay.
And I don't know that I noticed. I knew that I could talk to you about very specific things that I thought were funny and that we were on the same page instead of, I had other friends that I could be funny with or whatever, but we didn't have as deep of conversations probably. Mm-hmm. And I don't really have this deep of conversations with other with Pete, maybe my mom, but I feel like we could talk about nothing for days.
Yeah. And we do.
But so I think it was junior year in Integrated Lab Sciences 2. We sat at the same.
Wow.
I know, but this just came into my head because we sat at the same table. There was another guy that sat at our table. I know what he looked like. I think his name, I don't know his name. Maybe Matt or something. I don't know. I didn't know him. I don't know him. I don't remember his name. But if I saw a picture, I could tell you.
Okay, go on.
We would do SNL bits. We would talk about weird, I think we would talk about weird shit. But I have very, very specific. Oh, and Seth Knight was at our table sometimes. People moved around, but somehow we always sat together. And then after that, so that was that first experience. And then we were still friends, but had other friends that we hung out with more and stuff. And then back in community college, when we went to community college, this happened again in math class that we had to both retake. Or maybe I was just retaking it. That lady, Mrs. Lyons. Miss Lyons.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then we were back in it and we were like grouped again together, kind of like taking similar classes and stuff. And then that's when it was like, again, we're older now. We don't have to worry about people judging what we're talking about. Because that's also a hard part of high school. I was not myself in high school. No. I doubt you were yourself.
Absolutely not.
I don't know who the fuck I was. I was like a shell of a human probably. And so, yeah. And then in our early 20s, it started, we like, as our personalities developed, it's like, oh, you think this is interesting? Ooh, me too. And then it was like, yeah, then it really blossomed, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's my timeline.
Yeah. I don't remember any of those things, but I mean, I do, but I don't, you know?
Yeah. No, I have like flickers of moments and that's it.
I think I remember that math class only because there was a girl who sat in front of us that had a like Lord of the Rings, like elfin. Do you remember that?
Tramp stamp.
Yeah. She had like a full fucking like the inscription from the inside of the ring.
Oh my God.
On her back. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but like that's what I remember. Like that was like
at the time I thought there was something wrong with it.
Yeah. But then you moved away for college, like for the remainder of college. And we just like, we kind of drifted apart, but we still stayed in touch. And like, and we just like would commiserate about shit, you know? And and you'd come home for the holidays and we'd hang out and party. And we would just always have so much fun. Like, always. Yeah, we just always had fun, period.
That's the thing. Like, our friendship, we were just always both on the same page that we, like, don't need a lot from each other. But when we needed each other, obviously, we were there. Like, you know, we've had some, like, sad things happen or just big things or whatever. And it's like, what's up, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, up until we started doing the podcast. I mean, it's also, like, we have full... When we weren't doing this together, it's like... We had full lives that were taking up our time doing lots of other things. And you just don't think like, oh, I should like make a time once a week to sit down and like call my best friend. But you should, because it's like so fun and nice, you know? And it helps you like stay regulated.
Honestly, even if you don't like, you just pretend you're doing a podcast with your best friend.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think we're doing. It doesn't click for me that it's real. I think we're just like talking to each other, but it, you know, people are consuming our conversations.
I know.
So,
it's weird.
Well, there you have it.
That's it.
Let's see. What else? Anything else? Any other questions that we should cover?
We got an email. Well, let's do one last quick question from email, and then we got an email from Laura. She said we could say her name on the in the email. Let me just see. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know if they want us to say their name. So I'll just say someone emailed us and they said, "Hey, Erin and Nicole, how are my favorite dudes? My question is just how high was the guy who invented the turducken?"
I mean, this is something I was
like weird shit, sex shit was he into, you know?
I mean, this is like a thing. Okay, I was like having this conversation last night with DJ and our two friends who are quarantining with us at the moment. Just like so our tradition is we get pineapples and we make for Thanksgiving, we make cocktails in the pineapples every year. This is something that DJ and I have done every year together. And just like looking at the pineapple, I was like, God, humans are so fucking amazing. Like they figure shit out that is like so wild. Like how the fuck did somebody figure out I can eat a fucking pineapple? How did somebody figure out if I heat this nut meat to a certain degree, it won't poison me to death anymore and I can eat it and it's delicious, you know? Mm-hmm. Or if I take this mammal's tite in my hand and milk it, I can drink its milk. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I thought you were going to go the chicken breast route.
No, I'm just saying, you know, like, how did humans do anything?
I know.
So a turducken is not that far off. Like, if it's like, it's just, I feel like maybe the turducken was invented in the 80s when excess was everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know when the turducken was invented. I'm just coming from a place of pure speculation. Or maybe the 60s when everything was gross and layered with Jell-O. I don't know. Yeah. And mayonnaise.
They had enough on their plate then.
They're making cakes with pickles.
But you have to put toothpicks in it with the frilly top or it doesn't count. And of course it's a bundt cake, so you can put mayonnaise in the middle. It's its little dip-in playground.
Am I supposed to put mayonnaise in the middle of my bundt cake?
Yeah, but it can't be mayonnaise. It has to be Miracle Whip.
I don't have that.
Yeah, you don't.
I won't do it.
Okay.
Is that a fine answer? I don't know.
Yeah, I think the quick answer is high as fuck.
High as fuck. Yeah, I think like they were like probably tripping balls on acid and like doing some interdimensional thinking. Honestly,
or maybe it was just like we were talking at the top of the episode where it's like, yeah, everybody has their favorite dish. I don't want to make I don't want to make a duck, a turkey, and a chicken, okay?
We're not doing it.
One fucking thing. And then it's like, this is I'm my brother. Nicole always gets what she wants at the holiday. Well, like, why can't we have what I want? And then the mom finally was like, fine. I will make everything for you.
Put everything in the goddamn turkey.
I'm going to put everything in the turkey's asshole, because you're being a bunch of little assholes, and then you're going to eat it, and I don't care if you don't like it. And then, of course, like, they all sit down to dinner, and it's like, wow, Mom, great job. You got a turkey, a duck, and a chicken. And then the husband's like, where's the ham?
And the mom's like, and then the woman who invented the turducken murdered her husband that night. And that's the story of the turducken.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another one. This listener sent us an email, and it has a little story with it. So here you go.
Okay. Amazing.
Sup, dudes? Long time no email. Happy holidays. Hope you're enjoying them in a responsible way. I know you are. I will be in my mom's driveway tomorrow, 6 feet apart from everyone.
Yes.
For a limited amount of time. Okay. My question for you ladies is, do you have any fucked up memories from childhood holiday gatherings? For example, feel free to share on the pod. Great. Laura, we solved it. Our creepy neighbor used to dress up as Santa Claus and go from house to house to have kids sit on his lap and take pictures. Ooh. It wasn't until years passed and my brother and I found photos of the two of us plus our cousins on creepy neighbor's lap. We clearly were having our family Christmas party at the time these photos were taken. When we questioned our parents about it, they just shrugged and said it was Christmas. We were having a party. Creepy neighbor still lives down the street, but I haven't seen him dress up as Santa for years. Oh, no. And then she said, stay weird, my friends.
Oh, man. God, so many fucked up things. I did work at I worked at Santa's Village when I was a teen. And the Santa was very creepy, unfortunately.
Oh.
But, you know, it is what it is. I have had family get-togethers where my mom, my aunt, and my grandma, R.I.P., would get in the biggest fights I have ever seen about gravy. You know? And I remember a few years ago, my Aunt Sandy, the fucking goat, screamed at my dad's brother, my Uncle Greg, who's racist as fuck, about, like, they got into a huge fight about politics and were, God, yelling at each other. And DJ comes from a family that is, like, extremely liberal on all sides. So he's not used to this kind of thing. And I'm like, this literally happens every year. So, I mean, there's like not a family get together that there hasn't been some sort of, verbal altercation to some degree. That's just my family on both sides. It's fine. Yeah. Very passionate people. And he was like horrified, and he'll never forget it. So I was like, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So my family just fights and yells, and like my dad has gotten in fist fights with his brothers, my uncles. Yeah. It's just
it's the holidays.
It's the holiday. Like your family like fight, like not you, but I'm saying like the general your family gets in fights about like the way turkeys are cooked or whatever. My family gets in fights about politics, like every family does, but like sometimes it goes a little too far, and there's like punches and people storming out of the house drunk, sitting idling in their cars, being real assholes. So it's just the holidays.
And all it just gets worse with every year. It's like
I'm so relieved that during holidays.
A nice break. A few memories I have. I had to work one Thanksgiving because we worked in retail. It was before we worked together at Bass. I was at Jeffrey Bean. I was at the Bean. And I had to work until like noon or something. And then we were going to drive down to my grandma's, and we did. And no one like waited. Like we had communicated, hey, we're going to be late. Can we like eat when we get there? But no one waited for us. And my mom was so pissed.
Oh my God.
And I don't think we ever went to that side of the families for Thanksgiving again. We used to do 2 Thanksgivings in a day. We'd go to my grandma's house, my dad's mom's house, and then we'd come to Long Beach and go to my other grandma's house. And but then my grandparents in Long Beach moved to the desert. We couldn't do that anymore, but it was fine. But I do have I have so many bad holiday memories now. It's a surprise that I even still like Thanksgiving because I have some like trauma around this holiday.
As I was like talking, I'm like, oh no. I just like kept remembering. I'm like, I better stop because there's too much.
It's so much. Yeah. But I will share something that's funny and fucked up. Not really fucked up, but like weird. So my grandparents lived in the desert, and my grandpa he's a wealthy man, and they lived in like this MTV Cribs type house. And they could never my grandpa moved into this house, consulted like tech people, got the best TVs, entertainment system, blah, blah, blah. Could never fucking figure out how to work any of it, and couldn't communicate to us, the grandkids who are stuck in a house all day with nothing to do, like couldn't communicate to us how to use the TVs, how to watch them. We'd get in trouble every year because someone would use the remote control that was the wrong remote control. It would fuck up the whole system. We couldn't watch Lord of the Rings or whatever marathon was on TV. We just it's just like we just want to do this. So one year, one of my boy cousins fucks up the TV downstairs, and I think my grandpa called his tech guy, whose name was Ken. He helped my grandpa with the internet and computer stuff. I don't know. Anyway, we're eating dinner. We've all just sat down to dinner. And we see someone coming like up the walkway. And we're literally in the middle of family Thanksgiving dinner. And this man is walking up with his family. Comes in. We're like, hello? And they've already eaten and stuff, but my grandpa like wanted him to come help or something. I don't know. Or said like, why didn't you drop by? I don't know why. I think he was there to maybe help fix it, or he ended up helping fix it. But I think maybe he was there. It's like, oh, come stop by and like meet the family or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, this guy and his whole family shows up while we're eating dinner. Like, that's awkward. There's nowhere for them to sit. They're just kind of like waiting for us to finish. We start clearing the table. It's like pie time. They're invited for pie. we're just like, who are these people? We're like having to make small talk. We're already having to like make small talk with each other as a family, like cousins and aunts and uncles. And now we're having to like talk to these strangers. And we're like, how do you know my grandpa again? Like, who are you? What is this? Anyway, the funny part came after that, where every year after that, we'd just tease each other. We'd be like, hey, do you guys know when Uncle Ken's getting here?
You leave the door and a place setting for Uncle Ken like you do at Passover. Oh my God.
Or like
for Elijah,
hey, yeah. Oh shit. Like, so my grandma would be like, oh my God, like, did nobody bring rolls? Who was supposed to bring the rolls? And we'd all be like, oh my God, text Uncle Ken. Maybe he could swing by the grocery store. Which is like, it just became this like the one fun thing amazing. That like was all to do with everyone, you know? But maybe it was like, I still am unsure of the situation of why Ken and his family were there. Like, it was
it was just awkward as fuck. Yeah. Oh my God.
I think he was just like invited and it was just like a being nice thing. But then it's like, well, then Ken's like, oh, my client is, you know, oh, like we have to keep a good relationship, you know, and then it's like, oh man. And then we just like shat all over him. And it's probably like super rude on our part, but it was so funny. And it's so like, even my brother has been making jokes to me, like he's just like, hey, has anyone called Uncle Ken to see what's going on? And I'm just like, oh my God. Anyway, well,
wow.
The holidays, am I right?
Am I right? It's a fucking time. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and Uncle Ken blesses your family with a turducken.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uncle Ken lets you sit on his lap. No,
I
don't need
not.
to tie that into the, yeah. So fun.
Do we have any other questions? Are we good?
No, that's it. I think we answered a lot.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have any more, but also we're done.
Thank you guys very much for all the questions. We got real deep on some of them that probably weren't even supposed to be deep, but we got them.
You want a short answer? Well, fuck you. You're getting a long one.
Yeah, not gonna happen in this in this pandemic. Oh my God. Well, that's all I got. Have a wonderful holiday digestion period. Mm-hmm. I hope
you've digested and like moved it through your bowels by now.
At this point, I hope you've thrown out all the leftovers that you have.
Or they're frozen.
Yeah. Or you've eaten them all already.
Let this serve as a warning to you. If you're walking by that fridge and you're smelling that gravy and it's day 6 of the leftovers, maybe.
It's time to go.
They're done. If you heard this, they're done.
Yeah, unless they're frozen, of course.
Unless they're frozen,
yeah.
Different rules.
Yeah, stop making those turkey sliders. It's time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah.
You could still have whatever the cranberry sauce cocktails. You could have those. That's fine.
Great. Love it. Do it up. Mm-hmm. Listen, hey, I'm going to say follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast everywhere. Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com.
I'm going to say, please leave us a review on iTunes. It would be so excellent, and we would be very thankful.
Like Arrowhead Brewing Company.
Erin's plugging our friend's brewing company visually on the YouTube vid.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
right?
it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Be excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Bye.
Bye.